Hello and welcome back to Yaptopia. We're just chilling outside the tavern. We've been in there all night having a right old laugh. It's been good hanging out with the locals. They're still going at it, as you can probably hear right now, but we've got some stuff to be getting on with. Regarding the pub name, we did have a few good suggestions both on Twitter and YouTube, and even a couple in person. However, the name that I have chosen was from a user on YouTube called Dice Throw, and they suggested Kraken's Watch, which I think just fits absolutely perfectly with this pub because of the view that it has. So let's just get that named. Right, there we go. Kraken's Watch. That is now, I think, the only named building in all of Yaptopia. Apart from possibly the stations. I think they've got names. This episode, we're going to... Guess what? Guess what we're going to do? Bet you can't guess. Yeah, you probably got it, haven't you? You got it? You figured out what we're going to do? Let's have a look, shall we? Landscaping. Improve the path between Upper and Lower Yapston. Then extend the path to the cave and slime farm. At this stage, we're probably also going to have to include Yapston Village in that, because this didn't exist at the time that job was created. This bridge is where the path starts. So it's complete until we get to the end of the bridge just up here. So we're going to carry on the path all the way over to here, connect up this bit, make all this look nice, and then the path carries on and goes down the hill here, which looks a bit pants, so we'll definitely make that bit there look nicer. And currently the path does continue all the way up to the apiary, but we need it to carry on, go across the river, connect up to the villager breeder in that cave there that we don't talk about, and connect it to the slime farm, which still needs to have a building wrapped around it to disguise it. And we also need to bring the path up round this way somehow. This barn is where all the cows and stuff are going to go, so I think we're probably going to have to snake the path round the back here. Yeah, round the back of that farm, or barn I should say at this stage, and then that needs to connect up to our mob spawner entrance, which also needs a building wrapped around it, because once again, that doesn't really fit in with the theme that we've built up since we initially put those farms down. I'm going to grab some resources, and I will see you over at Yapston Bridge in just a moment. Gone and got myself lots of resources, and I've come back. I've decided to start on this side, and I'm going to build this path out first up to there, although the sun's going down, so I'm going to have to go nap in just a moment. But I've bought lots of sort of path making things and some endstone to sort of blend it in at the top there. I'm probably going to put a stair set down and then just have sort of a winding path going over that way. I have been contemplating making this bit a bit of a dark oak forest. Now, if you've been watching any of my streams lately, you can see the link pop up on the screen around about now, and I'll also put a link in the description. But if you've been along to any of the streams lately, you'll see that in the Nether on Moorhan, which is our multiplayer server that we play on with the Paper Hats crew, we have actually built an oak forest in the Nether, and it's pretty awesome. I actually have kind of fallen in love with it just because of the amount of detail that we managed to get in there, just with some very simple techniques. So I mean, I love it that much that I'm kind of tempted to put one here, so I may do that during the build, I may not, but first we're just going to get all the paths in from here all the way to the slime farm, which is about 200 blocks that way. So it's going to be quite a long path, and yeah, sun is definitely going down, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go and have a nap, and then I'm going to crack on with the build. Well, that was a lot of banjo, but I think we are now done. So what I'm going to do, still got a few finishing touches to do. So I want to put down some signs and bits like that just to sort of show where things are going and so on. So, you know, we'll put one here, for example, which is going to point towards Upper Yapston. Just nice and simple like that. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly run through the path with you so you can see what we've got. So I did go with the dark oak forest in the end. I just think it looks really moody. I like it. With the mushrooms it works quite well as well. And we've actually carried the forest on quite far this way and put down lots of bone meal, made it all overgrown. And yeah, I've just sort of wrapped it around the back of the trading hall just so this whole hillside is currently covered in dark oak. Whether it will stay there in future as Yapston expands, I don't really know, but for now, that is exactly where it's going to stay. So we've carried this on all the way up till we get to the stairs of the trade hall. So the next bit of the path carries on here. So we've made this a lot more path-like. It's just a stair set that goes down and goes across this lovely bridge. And if we turn around and have a look at that, I think that looks quite cool. This whole area here in front of the fishing barn and the sort of melon farms and things, we've put a nice lake down and we can actually cut across here. And we've got a nice little waterfall that runs down as well. So all in all, I think this bit's turned out quite well. As we carry on around here, we've got a bit of storage for the things that are coming out of the farms over here. And a little bit more over that side as well. And then we carry on around here. We've got the apiary. And then the path goes into a bit more of the countryside and the wilderness. So there's a bit less going on around here. Just some wildflowers, sort of, you know, a makeshift path. We've got another pond here that then goes down into the ocean. And this goes across to our bridge. And then we've got a little bridge that goes over, and that connects us to the villager breeder. You may notice, however, that I have not carried on the path to the slime farm or to the mob spawner. And that's because at this stage I've decided that I'm going to get those all on theme. So I know what I want to do with the area around it, because I don't know how much space it's going to take up. Sort of wrapping buildings around those things. So until I do that, I've decided I'm not going to connect them to the main part of Yaptopia. And that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I certainly had fun doing just a little bit of landscaping, not doing a big building for a change. It was actually quite nice. However, next episode, I know we'll be back on some big buildings. We've got a couple of plans, so we may not actually be doing a job from the job machine next episode, because we've got a couple of things that we do need to get built quite quickly. And one project in particular is something that I will probably be starting, and it's likely to be a good 4 or 5 videos long just for this one project. And I don't know if I'll be starting that next week or if I'm going to wait a few weeks for that, but yeah, that's going to be pretty epic as well. It's going to be some good fun. If you have enjoyed today's episode, as always, please do hit the like button, and if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe, and if you really enjoyed it, then do also hit that notification bell so you can get a little reminder when I post a new video. I do have 2 videos a week coming out at the moment, and don't forget, you can also find me on Twitch. I'll just stick the link back up on the screen. I think it should be just down there somewhere. Is that it? Yep, you should definitely go there, check that out, and come hang out with us on Twitch on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. I think what I'm going to do is just do a quick little run down this path. We'll have a little time-lapse outro, and I will see all you guys next week. Bye-bye now. What is that? That was terrifying.